Satan is working against you there in Haiti. It's done in a way that's it's not hidden like it is here. Here, Satan does a lot of stuff that's clandestine in nature. It's like you don't see it overtly. There, you see it overtly. And so having that dichotomy of seeing kind of hidden satanic effort against you versus an overt one has made me really knowledgeable of Satan's wiles and the way he comes at Christianity in both circumstances. But critical to that was my time in Haiti, sitting with voodoo priests and just seeing how the devil works. And these servants of him who were actually possessed by demonic entities, who worshiped demonic, who could see demonic entities. And then they're converted and they're sitting telling me about the reality of Satan, how he works, how he functions. That's been critical to my understanding of all these things. And just being able to see him in our culture when most Christians can't. And it's not their fault. It's just we have not been trained in this and brought up in it. And we've been deceived in a lot of ways in terms of spiritual warfare. But in Haiti, Satan absolutely comes at you. And me and my wife picked up on this very early. I go into voodoo priests and you sit in their temples. And when you're in a voodoo temple, you're in the demon's territory. And I know this is really surreal for a lot of people to hear. And they probably think this guy's just lost his. But trust me, I'm a scientist. I'm a physician. The things I've seen in the spiritual, supernatural sense in Haiti, well, I just wish I could take all of you there for a week and you'd totally change your worldview on the spiritual stuff. It is like, it's real. We have a real enemy and he is powerful, and there's no doubt about it. Now I say we shouldn't fear Satan, but you absolutely should respect him. According to even Jude, Michael the archangel didn't utter one word against Satan other than the Lord rebuke you. Even Michael respected. We have to respect but not fear. But at the end of the day, when I go into a voodoo temple, what I started seeing is when I shared the gospel, all of a sudden the animals would start going crazy. And they were not going crazy before I walked in there, but chickens start going crazy. They start flying all over the place and all this kind of stuff happens. Or we've had storms start out of nowhere and it's all corrugated tin roofs. So if it starts raining, you can't hear anything because all you hear is ping, 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 all over the place. We just started seeing nature come against us, which was really crazy. You'd think it was a one-off or a coincidence, but it happened so consistently when we started sharing the gospel with people that we just saw Satan working against us. And this is a country, I'm sure most of your viewers don't know the history, but Haiti has been dedicated to Satan by the leadership. And this has happened from way back when they gained their independence from the French in the 1700s, but that's a story for another day. But they have dedicated their country to Satan. Their national religion is voodoo, and every prime minister that comes into being, they have to spend a day with a voodoo priest or voodoo priestess and get the blessing and get all that stuff. And so it's very dark there. You are in Satan's house when you go down there. You're in Satan's territory. Jesus's mission is to claim people out of every nation, tongue, tribe, and country. And this country is not outside of that promise in Revelation. And so I just see myself as going in here and claiming God's people for God.